I'm David Dunne, and I'm delighted to bring you a talk on data matters. I'm joined here by Brian Fitzpatrick. Some people would say they're masters of the data. So let's talk about that a little bit. Obviously, recently we have Facebook and the Cambridge Analytica scandal. Are they masters of the data? Have they done a good job with this? I mean, do you think they've taken us down the wrong path? Where should we go next? What does it mean for consumers?
I think we've entered a world where companies know more about us and our habits than we do for the first time. That's what we're going to buy, where we're going to go, what we're going to do. Through psychological profiling, you can work out more or less what someone's going to buy, what habit they have. And this has been a study that's been going on for years and years. Now with the use of big data and complex algorithms, companies are able to work out and figure out when we're going to do things that we don't even know we're going to do.
Yeah, but before that could happen, somebody had to be willing to give them access to the data. Yeah. Can we talk about that a little bit? What should Facebook have done differently?
Well, the contract is quite simple. These companies, Google, Facebook, give you free content, free email, all these free tools that you need to be on the internet, and in return, they can collect any information that they want about you. And regulation has not been able to keep up. We're in this transition period at the moment. It's a very interesting time with GDPR coming out and privacy and what information you can collect and what you can't collect. I think that will help to clean up, particularly the European ecosystem, quite well. But from a brand point of view, having that one-to-one relationship with the customer who's willing to engage with you is going to be very interesting and something that is well worth watching.
But what does all this mean to the brands who actually are buying those ads in the first place? What should they be doing? Yeah,
so in the past we had a number of different media companies, usually regionalized through newspapers, through TV. So the brand was king and they would choose what markets they would go into and where they would advertise. Now we're in a situation where we've got a duopoly with Facebook and Google, who have 70% of all the ad spend globally. And essentially they're the kingmakers. If they fall out with Unilever and decide Procter & Gamble is better for some reason, or they don't get the deal from Procter & Gamble and Unilever give them better rates, technically they can start manipulating what ads people are being exposed to. And that's a danger as we move forward. The actual information that is gathered by some of the data companies out there, it's a bit all over the place. If you dig into the information that some of these companies have about you, it's not coherent. So the story is great and the theory is fantastic. The reality is that, unfortunately, it's not as sophisticated as...
So folks thought it was going to be a silver bullet.
Yeah, the promises that are made at the beginning can be made because you just go, well, prove me wrong. No one can prove them wrong. And then the reality happens 5 years later where you're looking at this and going, programmatic advertising is in a very distressed place because of fraud, because people are coming in, because people are gaming the system and using bots and other technology to essentially devalue media. And so we need to fight back. We need to be in a position where we can actually build up a relationship between a brand and a customer directly and make it as simple as that, rather than all this complex technology in the middle that is essentially, not making things better, but making things worse.
Thanks, Brian. Great to talk to you.